Hello, lovely people. My name is Deborah. I'm a proud Ghanaian currently serving my nation as a national service personnel. Content from the Meka library, of which some are mostly being shared on the WhatsApp status almost every time, is really amazing. And that's where normally I read mine. I usually check and read the breakdown and the analysis of the current trading issues and at times some suggestions that can be of help if being considered or applied. From the educational content which cuts across politics, academics, religion, cultural, health and safety, entertainment, economics, and almost every aspect of human life I get from the Meka WhatsApp status content. It has really been of help to me, and I get summarized news straight away without going to read bulky news and therefore what I actually need. Not that I'm lazy with reading bulky contents though, but at times it's kinda boring and some might be unnecessary. But Meka will make it very easy and simple for your mind consumption. At Meka, you believe consistent reading with purpose transforms your mindset, your career, and your life. Subscribe to the Meka Reading Podcast on YouTube for your book summaries, for your engaging discussions, and for your practical lessons. Made for busy Ghanaians like you who want to grow.
Welcome to the Meka Podcast. Here, we turn complex ideas and powerful books into tools for personal and professional growth. I am Quame Owusu, your host for this episode, and today, we are not holding back. We are asking a bold question. Did the Middle East export religions that divide the world and then drag the world into their internal fights? Let's talk about it. And before we continue, kindly tap on the subscribe button below, like, and share this episode with your friends. Your support helps us spread these messages further. Now, let's begin. Judaism, Christianity, Islam, all born in the same region, the Middle East. All claim the truth, all tracing their roots to one man, Abraham. From the start, these faiths didn't just offer peace, they brought boundaries. Each said, "This is the truth, everything else is wrong." And from there, the splits began. Jews divided over law versus prophecy. If you check the Talmudic debates, you find it. Christians also divided over who Jesus really was, and it has to be debated at the Council of Nicaea, 325 AD. Muslims are also divided over who should lead after the prophet died. Before the world even joined the faith, they were already fighting at home. These weren't just beliefs. They became empires. Christian Rome went to war in the name of Christ. Islamic Caliphate conquered in the name of Allah. European missionaries sailed with Bibles behind colonial guns. Jihad rose as resistance to colonization. So yes, the world got converted, but also dragged into conflict it didn't start. From Ghana to India, Nigeria to France, we started fighting over Middle Eastern arguments that were never ours. Fast forward, Muslims still split. Sunni versus Shia. Christians still split. Catholic versus Protestant versus Pentecostal. Now, we even have the charismatics. Jews split. Orthodox versus Reform versus secular Zionists, especially post-1948. And yet, all three religions want the world to join their side. But how do you ask people to follow a path you haven't agreed on yourself? So, who is to blame? Now, you might be tempted to say religion is the problem, but it's deeper. Religion gave people hope, structure, morals, identity, but it also became a tool used by kings and emperors, colonizers and warlords, politicians and preachers. They took sacred ideas and turned them into swords. Let's be real here. The world didn't ask for these fights. We were pulled into holy wars, foreign doctrines, and ancient rivalries. And now we are bleeding from battles that were never ours to begin with. Maybe the problem isn't God. Maybe it's people who claim to speak for God, but act like gods themselves. So, what should the average Ghanaian do? Now that you know the game, what should you do? Now there are 7 things that you can do. Number 1, free your mind. Religion is not a tribe. Don't inherit religious fights that started in Arabia or Rome. Be spiritual, but don't let religion make you an enemy of your own people. Ghanaians must stop dying on hills that aren't ours. 2, study the roots, not just the rhetoric. Know the history of your faith. Read African thinkers who unpack how religion was used to control us. Blind faith is how people get used, not uplifted. Recognize the bigger game. Sunni versus Shia. Christian versus Muslim. These fights fund global weapons, politics, and oil. Always ask, who profits from this conflict? You may be loyal to a cause that doesn't care about you. 4. Build unity, not superiority. Ghana is one of the most religiously peaceful nations. Protect that. Don't import hate. Your Ghanaian brother isn't your enemy. You have more in common with each other than with foreign preachers or politicians. 5. Make faith work for you. Use religion to solve real problems like poverty, education, or corruption. If it is only good on Sundays or Fridays, it is not good enough. And faith that keeps you broke, angry, or blind, please check it. 6. Decolonize your belief system. Don't just copy Arabs or Europeans. Ask, how do I Africanize my faith to work for my life? You need to keep God, but reclaim your mind. 7. Start the conversation. Share this. Talk about it. Ask your leaders respectful questions. Let's create a Ghana where religion heals, not divides. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Meka Podcast. Truth isn't always easy, but it's necessary. If you found this episode helpful, share it with others. You can support this initiative by joining the Meka Reading community on WhatsApp for just 20 cedis per month. As a member, you will receive access to a curated digital library, practical tools for personal and professional growth, webinars, and reading coaching. To join, kindly reach out via WhatsApp 050-229-3709, or you can send an email to podcastmeka@gmail.com. We look forward to welcoming you. Until next time, read with purpose, and grow with intention. I am Quame Owusu. I am out.